Hey guys, welcome to Wait a Minute, my videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you.
Turn left onto Fillmore Street.
My voice is all messed up, so I hope that you can hear what I'm saying. Just had something on my heart I want to get out there, and yeah, so I'm going to do it right now. God will help me, I'm sure. I just hope that you guys understand. Anyways, I am, the words that came to my head right now was used, accused, and abused. So much of our time is spent with people using, abusing, and accusing. I'm not talking about things when somebody does something wrong and everybody knows they did something wrong. That's just a fact. But when you're everything to somebody when they need you, they're using you, when they take advantage of you and, you know, like everything but steal your money, just the whole taking everything, treating you like garbage, abusing. It's I hate that. And then accusing. There's so many people I've seen lately that's all they're doing is accusing people. And I'm like, you don't know that. And people that I'm talking to, like, I call them on it in a nice way, but I call them on it, I'm like, you don't know that. How do you know that? Well, everybody says, or everybody knows. Well, how do you know? Well, so-and-so told me. Well, how does so-and-so know? You know what I'm saying? So those are the three killers right there of anybody's spirit. When you're used, abused, and accused, that's pretty awful. You feel really lonely, you feel really put off into pasture where nobody gives a crap about you because all that stuff is churning and going. It's like you're going around in circles and it just keeps hitting you and hitting you and hitting you. You suffer when any one of those things happen, but you really suffer when all of those things happen. So I said all that to say this. Now that we're established in what I'm talking about, if you're the guy that does these things, or the girl that does these things, then I want you to, like, take this stuff to heart. And if you're one of the people that this is happening to, in any one of those things, or all three of those things, then I want to talk to you too. So wherever it fits you, put it in there, that category in your heart. I talk to people, and a lot of times they see my kindness as weakness, and they decide that they're just going to use me for whatever they can get. If they can't get a lot, then they just, eventually just, that's not enough, so they go on and use somebody else. And many times they've already used everybody else, which is why they came to me in the first place, or you in the first place. So when somebody uses you, or you use somebody, I know it's hard and I know it hurts, but you need to just calm yourself and realize that if they're using you and you realize they're using you, then it's your choice after that. Myself, when I know I'm being used, I tell people that I know they're using me. I got one buddy right now, and I love him to death, so don't anybody get the wrong idea. I'm not saying I have a heart for this kid. I love this kid, and I'm not ever going to change that. I love him very much, and I want him to be okay, and all these things. But he manipulates, and he uses me. And when he does something that's obviously using and abusing, I always say the same thing to him. I sat him down and talked to him, and this is the way it really is. I love him, and he knows it. He's like family to me. Well, he is family to me. And I tell him when that happens, I'm like, I know that you're using me right now. I know that you're manipulating right now. But the kicker is even though I knew that, I'm spending time with you. You can be using and abusing while I spend time with you. So I come out the winner either way. I got to spend time with him. And using and abusing, I'm still not going to do anything I don't want to do. But it might hurt my feelings that I'm doing something that I know he's using me. That sucks. And when people abuse, that could be anything. Currently, I felt abused when this person that I love dearly lied to me, like flat out lied to me for no reason. I mean, there was no motive for him to lie to me. And I know that, we're close. I know I love him, he loves me, and all that kind of stuff. But when he lied to me, like, I caught him in the lie because he was telling somebody else. And he's like, yeah, and I had to do this. And I'm like, wait, what? You're lying to one of us right now. But he had the proof that what he said to his other person was true. And what he said to me was just a bold-faced lie. I have no idea why. And neither does he, for the most part. He's afraid of what I might think or whatever, which is dumb because I've proven over and over and over again that I'm there for him. I love him unconditionally. But anyway, I said all that. I'm not harping on that one person. I'm just using that as a personal experience that I can share. So abuse happens. But there again, abuse, a one-time abuse can happen and it hurts. But abuse is ongoing. You need to break that friendship. You need to get out of that situation because you don't have to live abused. And I'm saying across the board, but there may be exceptions somewhere. But you don't have to live in that. If people are abusing you, get out of that relationship. Don't be around them anymore, because if that's all they're going to do, they're just tearing you down. And accusing. I've seen so much of that happen in my own life. I've been in ministry for 32 years. It's happened a few times. People run you down, treat you like crap, and then they want to accuse you. Every time they get mad at you, they want to accuse you of doing drugs or selling drugs or some other stupid thing. It's just not right, but it happens. People accuse people. I've seen it online lately, accusing a lot of people of a lot of things. I talked to one person and they'll tell me one story accusing the other person, and then the other person will come to me and they'll accuse the other person. They accuse each other of the same thing. Evidently, one of those stories is true and one is not. But maybe they're both half truths. I don't know about that. But it's like everybody wants to accuse and sling mud and stuff without even a shred of proof, or even and you're not even conscious that you're treating somebody badly without giving them a chance. You haven't proven anything and they haven't either. You just start hating them and accusing them. So anyway, and all those three things can be very hurtful, and eventually, especially if it's all three at once, it can really tear you down. It can really break a person. And the people who do that to people, usually they've been broken too. So it's not entirely like, I'm not hating on people that abuse. I'm not hating on people that use. I'm not hating on people that accuse. Some of them, I really want to shoot them in the face with a bazooka. And that sounded really weird with this weird voice, huh? Bazooka. Anyway, oh man. So people do use, they do abuse, and they do accuse. But here's what I found out lately, well, in the last few years. People are going to do those things, but you don't have to leave yourself open to those things. Some of those things, one-time things, will happen, but there's a point, like I was saying about that one young man. I know he's using it and manipulating it at certain points, and I choose to be there for him anyway. I choose to let him manipulate. But I also chose to tell him, I know you're manipulating. I know what you're doing, and I want to do stuff for you anyway. I'm here anyway. I care about you unconditionally. It doesn't matter. Because that's the way I feel. But I'm making the decision to allow that. But I don't have to. If I caught him one time using me, I could have completely blown him out of my mind, But I didn't. I love and accept him, and I care very much for him. And I don't feel any different about that stuff. And there's a lot of people that abuse, in my situation for myself, they abuse me because they want to tear me down. And then there's accusations. You don't have to pay attention to every accusation that happens, because sometimes the people who are doing that are hurting and they're screwed up and they're mean. That's on them. That's none of my business. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.